Russian airstrikes targeting places far from the front lines in Ukraine as invading forces expanded their attacks into the country's west. Ukrainian authorities say 2 western cities, as well as the central city of Dnipro, were hit by missiles. Video from the State Emergency Service of Ukraine shows the aftermath. Moscow appeared to widen its assault as President Vladimir Putin told his defense minister he would welcome foreign volunteers to join the fight. And the United Nations warned banned and barbaric weapons may have been unleashed against civilian targets.
We've also received credible reports of several cases of Russian forces using cluster munitions, including in populated areas, directing attacks against civilians and civilian objects, as well as so-called bombardment in towns and villages, and other forms of indiscriminate attacks are prohibited under international law and may amount to war crimes.
Conditions are increasingly dire in the southern city of Mariupol, which has been the site of shelling and destruction for more than a week. Previous attempts to arrange a local ceasefire to allow safe passage out have failed, leaving hundreds of thousands of residents trapped with no food, water, or power. While people in Mariupol are burying their dead in mass graves, the bodies of 3 fallen soldiers were brought back to their hometown of Lviv, where mourners bid an emotional farewell. Casualties are mounting. The UN says there have been more than 500 civilian deaths with nearly 1,000 wounded.
І втрати ворога ми очікуємо, що боротьба завершиться швидше.
President Volodymyr Zelensky cautions it's impossible to say how long the fighting will continue, but says his country has reached a strategic turning point in its war with Russia.
The battle for Kiev, that is sort of looming large.
This Russian military analyst warning of what may come as Russian forces bearing down on Kyiv edge closer to the capital.
The question is more how far Russia is willing to press and go in terms of urban warfare operations and siege warfare to capture Kiev.
The latest UK intelligence says the Russian military has seen limited gains, but that Russia is likely repositioning its forces for a renewed offensive against the capital that could come within days.